Chapter 9 Whispers. And that a house to shine as dragon's ghost, Griffiths was saying later in the week. Remember, brush one skull at a time. No storms. Rover sighed. When can we go out again? Drake was glad Rory had asked. They had been stuck in the training room for 3 days. Drake liked learning about dragon, but he wasn't used to being outside all day, every day on his farm back home. He was starting to forget what the sun looks like. The wizard patted a tall pile of books on his desk. There isn't much for you to learn first. We will go out again soon, Rory. Then a soldier came in. He handed something to Griffiths. The wizard smiled. Drake, it is a letter for you. Read it out loud, Anna said. Drake quickly nodded to Griffiths. Dear Drake, we are glad you are safe. We still don't know why the kings brought you there. Can you tell us? Please keep writing so we won't worry. And thanks you to your friends both for helping you to write for us. Love, your mother. Your model sounds nice, Boo said. Drake's eyes started to burn. He held back his tears. Thanks, he said. May I send another letter to tell her about dragons? You must not say anything about the dragons, Griffith said. The king's secret must be kept. The wizard stood up. Now it is time to shine your dragons. Let us go. As they were leaving the training room, Rory ran over to Anna. She started whispering to her. Drake kept an eye on Rory as they walked toward the dragon's caves. She has a sneaky look on her face, he thought. What are she and Anna up to? Chapter 10 Worm's Story. Drake stepped inside Worm's Drake cave. Worm opened one eye. I need to shine your skulls, Drake said. He was carrying a dish, a bucket, and towels. Drake looked at Worm's brown skulls. They're not shiny, he said, but I'll clean them anyway. Drake was still getting used to being around Worm. The dragon head was as big as their Drake. Worm could swallow the Drake in one gulp if he wanted to, but something about Worm made Drake feel peaceful. Drake gently brushed one of the Worm's skulls. The big dragon made a sound low in his throat. Worm smiled and closed his eyes. You like that? Drake asked. Worm made another pulling sound. Good. He cleaned Worm's skulls one and one at a time. A kind of mist of the onion fell back home, Drake said his dragon. It was hard work, but I love being outside. Drake started to clean Worm's head. And I really miss my family, Drake said. He searched behind Worm's ears, like he did with the cat back home. Then he felt his hands started tingling. He tried to take his hand off Worm, but he couldn't. It was stuck. Drake's eyes widened and looked at Worm. The dragon was staring hard at him. Picture poop into Drake's head. He saw the cave from the nightmare. He saw the explosion again before Drake had woken up. This time the picture kept coming. One trying to get out of the cave, but another dragon were in the way. Then soldier rushed into the cave, each shoulder's shirt and a gold dragon sewn on it. The king's soldier, Drake asked. The soldier rubbed Worm in the chains. They dragged him out of the cave. Whee! Drake could hear Worm's cry. Then his hands stopped tingling. The picture left his head. Drake looked at one. Drake looked at one. Did it really happen? Did a king man take you away from your family, just like they took me away from mine? Worm nodded. I'm so sorry, Drake said. He threw his arms around Worm's neck and closed his eyes. All his life, Drake had looked up to the king, Roland, but why would the king man treat one like prisoner? Wondered Drake. Maybe he isn't such a good king after all. Chapter 11. A Noise in the Night. Good job cleaning Worm's ghost, Drake, Griffith said, walking into the cave. Drake wasn't going to say anything about what Worm had shown him, not yet, but he did have a question for Griffith. How did the dragon get here? He asked. The king's soldiers sketched far and wide. Griffith replies. It is not easy to find the dragons. Most people have never seen one, but the king did not give up. His soldiers were about to capture those four. But did the dragon want to come here? Drake asked. The king does not always think about what dragon wants, Griffith said darkly. Now come. It is time for supper. After they ate, Bo and Drake went to their room. Bo was teaching him how to write the airplane font. B draw capture then lowers D. See, Bo said. The big D is like a dragon with a big belly. He drew a picture of the paper. Like broken, Drake said. With a laugh, Bo laughed too. Moonlight glistened off Bo's dragonstone in the mind. Drake had something he wanted to ask Bo about. Does your stone even ever grow? Drake asked. Bo shook his head. No, he said. Why do you ask? I saw mine glow once, Drake said, when I was with Worm. That's interesting, Bo said. You should tell Griffiths, Drake nodded. Tomorrow, he said. Drake wrote Rose in a letter, the before went to sleep. He said he would dreams of dudes in or maybe of Worm again, but just after he climbed into bed, thunk! Drake heard a loud noise. He sat up and saw two fingers standing by Bo's bed. Chapter 12. A sneaky plan. Two fingers turned around. It was Rory and Anna. What do you want? Drake asked. Go back to sleep, Rory snapped. Why should I? He snapped back. Drake was tired of rolling being so busy. Yeah, why should there be? Bo said. And why are you two here? Anna spoke up. We are going to bring our dragon aside while the rest of the castle is asleep. Do you guys want to come? You can bring worms and shoot. This is a bad idea, Bo said. No, it is not, Rory said. We're Dragon Master. We should be able to take our dragon out whenever we want to. You have point, Drake agreed, and I do think one would like to go outside again. Bo looked worried. What if Griffiths find out? He asked. What if the kings find out? They won't find out, Rory said, so long as the leader you said it. Answering, she looked them both in the eyes. Oh, come on then, said Anna. Just clip on his shoes. He flew the others down to the hall. The door to Griffith's room was open. He was snoring loudly. Zzz. Zzz. Rory put a finger to her lips. Shh. As they stopped one past the door, Drake peeked inside. The wizard's long beard flew up every time he snored. The Dragon Master walked down the stairs. The guard in front of the training room door was asleep too. The Simon, Rory whispered. He always falls asleep. The top panel past Simon and into the training room. The torches were not lit, so the room was black. Robbie lit the candle. Then she passed the candle each time. Now let's get the dragon, she said, still whispering. They reached Vulcan Caves first. Rory opened the gate. Wake up, Vulcan, she said. We're going outside. Grimacing, Vulcan got to his feet. Anna and Bo woke up their dragons. Drake went into the worm's cave. Mom, do you want to go outside? Drake asked. Fine, stay here. Be a big chicken, Rory snapped. I didn't say I was yelling, Drake snarled back. It come along without worms. As soon as he said, one crawled out of the cave. Look, he's coming with us, Anna said. Drake didn't hear any more words in his head. Maybe Wormer changed his mind. Rory led Boca forward. Let's get moving. They headed into the long tunnel that led on outside. Torches on the walls were lit, and their candles were doing much to light things up. Capri can light the way, Anna said. But before she gave Anna command, Rory cried out, Look! Jake counted in the neck into around the dragons in the front of him. He saw it, a growling red lob from toward them. It grew bigger and bigger as it got closer. That looks like wizard magic, Anna cried. But it is not a Griffith's magic, said Bo. It feels scary. Just then, Vulcan let out in a loud roar. His big tail snatching him back and forth. Come down, Vulcan, Rory yelled. But her dragon were very upset. Whack, whack. Vulcan tail banged against the side of the tunnel. His big body slammed against the walls. Capri and Shoe cried out. They both tried to turn back. Only one stayed calm. The tunnel began to shake. Dirt fell from the walls, and the dragon monster all looked at one another. Run! Drake yelled, but it was too late. The walls caved in around them.